Welcome to Rustica Studio. Picture first the entry path, the polite introduction to everything beyond the door. Imagine a gravel walk edged by low, rough-hewn logs or stacked fieldstone, its surface crunching softly underfoot. On either side, clusters of native grasses ripple in the breeze, little bluestem switchgrass, mixed with autumn-flowering asters and sedum. Interspersed are lanterns on short posts or weathered milk cans repurposed as torch holders, their warm glow guiding visitors after dusk. This image reads practical and honest. Materials that age without apology and plants that return each year with little fuss. The benefit is durability and charm. An entry that looks like it evolved rather than being manufactured, so maintenance stays manageable and the welcome remains perennial. Move to the front porch, where a farmhouse feel is both public and personal. Visualize wide, painted boards underfoot, a simple bench with a stack of folded quilts, and a pair of worn wooden chairs flanking a small table. Potted herbs in galvanized buckets, rosemary, thyme and bay, sit near the door ready for snipping. A woven rug muffles the first footsteps and a grapevine wreath hung on the door marks the season. Scatter a few pumpkins and a crate of mums at the steps to signal the harvest without gaudiness. The image suggests hospitality that is immediate and usable. The benefit here is sociability. A porch arranged this way invites neighbors to linger for conversation and keeps seasonal decor tasteful and tactile. Think of fences and gates as functional decoration. Envision a simple split rail or post and rail fence, rough-hewn rather than polished, that defines edges without fortifying them. Let a wooden gate lean slightly open, be decked with a loop of dried hops or a bundle of twigs tied in twine. Where privacy is needed, plant a mixed hedge of native shrubs, serviceberry, viburnum, and elderberry, offering flowers, fruit, and layered texture through the seasons. The image balances utility with aesthetics. Fences hold place and plantings hold life. The benefit is boundary making that feels porous and welcoming, supporting habitat for birds and pollinators while guiding human movement. Paths through the yard can be utilitarian and picturesque at once. Picture stepping stone pathways set into lush ground cover, thyme, ajaga, or creeping sedum, that release a scent when stepped on. Or imagine a path of reclaimed brick winding to a small vegetable plot, edges softened by chickweed and low marigolds. Add benches at small pull-off points where one can pause and watch bees at work. The image encourages wandering and lingering. The benefit is experiential. Pathways invite exploration, transform circulation into a slow ritual, and make small discoveries part of daily life. Consider the garden beds as layered stories. Visualize mixed beds that combine edibles and ornamentals. Rows of kale and chard next to rudbeckia and cosmos, legumes trained on simple teepees, and a rosemary hedge edging the herb bed. Use salvaged timber for raised beds and add a low, hand-lettered sign to mark varieties. lacinato kale, scarlet runner beans. So the space reads like a living map. The image is pragmatic and poetic. The benefit is resilience and food. Mixed planting supports pollinators, reduces pest pressure, and yields snacks while making the garden itself a visual feast. A rustic water element can be modest but meaningful. Imagine a weathered, galvanized tub set into a sunny spot as a small pond for birds and frogs, edged with river stones and sedges. Or picture a simple hand pump mounted on a stump, not intended for everyday use, but as a playful focal point that recalls older rhythms. Add a few floating water plants in the tub to soften the metal. The image evokes small, living ecosystems. The benefit is biodiversity. Water attracts wildlife, cools air on warm days, and adds a reflective surface that changes with light. Planting for pollinators and wildlife is both purposeful and poetic. Visualize a perennial border dense with milkweed, coneflowers, bee balm, and lavender, arranged so there's always something blooming across the seasons. Interweave native shrubs that provide berries for birds come autumn, and allow a small patch of milkweed to support monarch caterpillars. The image is buzzing with life. The benefit is ecological. A farmstead landscape supports local species, fosters resilience, and gives you the daily pleasure of humming pollinators and visiting birds. Rustic structures and repurposed objects add character without cost. Picture a salvaged arbor draped with grapevine or climbing roses, a reclaimed barn door used as a potting bench, and old ladders leaned against a shed as trellises. An antique plow or wheel, cleaned and positioned thoughtfully, becomes garden sculpture rather than junk. The image reads like history repurposed. The benefit is sustainability and story. Reused materials save resources and give the landscape a sense of continuity and human hands. Lighting across the landscape should be soft and purposeful. Envision low-slung solar lanterns along paths, strings of warm bulbs over the dining area, and spotlights that wash old trees in amber rather than stark white. Use motion sensor lamps sparingly, only where safety demands, and favor lanterns and candlelight for atmosphere. The image is warm and low-key. The benefit is ambience and safety. Well-placed subtle lighting extends usable hours while preserving the night sky and the feeling of being outside. Seasonal touches make a rustic landscape feel cared for and alive. Picture a stack of firewood neatly arranged near the seating area, a hay bale used as an extra seat in autumn, and crates of late-season apples on a porch table. Hang a wreath of dried grasses on the barn door, and keep a small supply of burlap sacks for gathering harvest. The image is tactile and cyclic. The benefit is ritual. Seasonal props help mark time and create simple ways to celebrate harvests and gatherings.